This is Umar for BoxNation in association with Global Next Trade. We are at the beautiful Portman Road. It is a huge fight week, a huge fight occasion, just not for European or domestic heavyweight scene, which is what it's been till now, but this is world level implications, Fabio. But it's been what you've been craving for and asking for.
Yeah, look, I've been on the hunt for world honours, world accolades for a while now, pushing my way through, taking on whoever's in front of me to try and get myself in the mix and get my name in that same list of them top tier competitors. And that's what this fight wholly will do for me, is put me well and truly in the mix and in the conversation.
Absolutely. But we've seen Sam Horsey here today. We've done a bit with Sam Horsey, the club skipper, of course, talking about what this means for Ipswich as a whole. You've grown up here all your life, you're Ipswich through and through. We see the kids out there playing here. They'll all be tuning in. This whole city, whole club will be tuning in. So you're carrying a lot on your shoulders on something. No pressure.
No, no pressure, no pressure at all. Nah, I think it's better to look at it for what it is on the positive side, and how privileged I am to have my name attached to such a mad event, such a crazy time. Like, this is going to be such a special night when it finally all comes together, once the lights come on and everything all just kind of culminates into that moment. It's going to be fantastic. So yeah, look, there's some pressure around, but I'm just looking forward to actually getting in the ring on the night and getting stuck in.
There is nothing like a stadium fight, and I've been lucky to go to Wembley for a few, Tottenham to a few great occasions and incredible nights. But sometimes the atmosphere can get lost a bit, because there's 60 to 90,000 people in there, and they're great nights, as I said. But this is going to be something slightly different. We saw it with H. Azora at Upton Park, a real raucous crowd. But this is again different, because they'll all be cheering for you and booing for Justis. Do you actually think this is going to be an intimidating atmosphere for him to come into?
Yeah, it can't not be. It can't not be. There's no way it's not intimidating, especially for Justis, or where he's at in his career. Don't go on, he's done some good things, and he's been on some decent shows, but nothing to the magnitude and size of this, in terms of him being the main focal point, or one of the main focal points, the pressure being on him. This is going to be a real different feeling from him, and then all that on top of him, big stadium, big lights, and then everyone's against him. Everyone's for me and on my team in that sense. So yeah, it's going to have a couple of different layers of kind of pressure for him to have to deal with, and we'll see how he comes out on the night.
Fabio, how does it go from being the underdog guy, even in the Fraser Clark first fight, and even the rematch? There was many people picking Fraser. He'll outclass you, got too much pedigree for you. Now you're being described as, and rightly so, one of the most exciting fighters in the division, a real threat to the likes of Usyk and Dubois. That is what's being touted now, and you go into this Justis Huni fight as a favourite. So just talk to me about that difference. How does that feel?
Yeah, like, the ebbs and flows of boxing are always changing, always moving around. It's never kind of stays the same. It's never simple. We're from one fight to the next. You're either the best thing, the worst thing. You're entertaining, you're boring. I think that entertainment factor that I bring has always been a big focus for me, and wanting to be the one that, at least, look, if I'm in a fight, people want to tune in and watch, and they may not even want to see me win or whatever else, but they know I'm always in a good, entertaining fight, and I give value to the fans. So that is something that I really do focus on. But that shift of kind of expectation, I think, is the right word for it. Because, like you say, people weren't always picking me in certain ones, or every time I've stepped up. I think the common thing with this has been, oh, once I step up, let's just step too far. But it's been like that for the past kind of 3, 4, 5 fights. I don't know how many times I've heard it said. So the real question is now, is what is my actual ceiling? And I'm looking to just keep pushing that and keep pushing it.
Well, just to close off, I thought Dev, when I saw you quote it, the post,
Yeah.
bang on, to be fair. So shout out to Dev for this. He said, Fabio Wardley had no amateur career. He was working as a recruitment consultant and fancied giving boxing a go at 21 years old. He had four white collar fights and then decided to go as a pro. He's now ranked 10 by the Ring magazine, is unbeaten, and is one of the best heavyweights in the world, about to sell out a football stadium. Unshakable self-belief, unquestionable thirst to improve, unbreakable will to win, unbelievable. A lot of big accolades there from Dev. But He's right, isn't he?
Yeah, it was funny. I see that yesterday when he put it out, and thanks to Deb for doing a bit of research and having a look into the past. But yeah, it's when it's all listed out like that, it does look like a bit of a crazy story. Even for me, because I don't don't get me wrong, I'm just in the thick of it, just doing it, and day by day you wake up and you keep pushing and just trying to achieve. And once you conquer once you conquer one hill, one mountain, whichever it is, you're trying to look on to the next. There's not too much time really, especially in this sport, to stop and look back and kind of give yourself a pat on the back. So it was a mad one to see listed out like that. But yeah, it has just been a bit of a whirlwind of a ride, a roller coaster really, but just been powering through and just keep pushing on. And look, this is by no means where I want it to stop either. I want to keep going. Like, there's that thing that I've got the real taste for it now, and taste of this kind of these heights of the division. I'm definitely not trying to go backwards now. I want to kick on. So yeah, we deal with the challenge on the 7th of June that is Justis Huni, and then we really start rubbing shoulders with those big boys, your Usyks, your Dubois, and kind of starting that conversation off.
Well, I was going to say, look, you knock out Justis Huni, yeah, in your opinion, when you knock out Justis Huni, you are going to be linked to everyone. I mean, maybe not like TalkSport, who said you should fight your men.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
Yeah, Simon Jordan needs to kind of, I don't know, do a little bit of a deeper dive into boxing, kind of who's shoulder to shoulder with who. But yeah, we'll let him pass on that one.
Do you see yourself as the future of the heavyweight division?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are labelling Moses Itauma as that right now.
Yeah.
I know you have great admiration for him. You train at the same gym with Ben Davison, and you see him a lot. But you two are the future?
Yeah, I would definitely say so. I think we're the ones. Don't get me wrong, Moses has got a lot more youth on him compared to me. So once my run's over, he'll be free and clear on his own. But I'm fully looking to create and carve out my own legacy, my own lane, my own place and time in history. And I do think I've got all the skills, all the abilities, the will, the drive, and everything to pull that off.
As I said, you'll be kicking on to, Joe Parker's, Dubois, Usyk, all being well on Saturday. He's being linked with people at this stage, which is quite remarkable. Your Hrgovic's, Bakolis, Zhang's been thrown in. Do you think he beats the likes of them now?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I think it's only when he gets to the real top level that he'll run into some kind of serious problems. That with experience and time, I'd have no doubts he'd be able to overcome. But yeah, I think as he's kind of almost cruising his way up, I think he'll get through everyone. Maybe not comfortably, but with a relative level of comfortability in it.
Well, listen, it is Fabio Wardley with Justis Huni this Saturday at this beautiful Portman Road Stadium, live on DAZN worldwide. And as we said, British boxing, British heavyweight boxing is booming. Daniel Dubois, Fabio Wardley, Moses Itauma, Lawrence Okoli, could go on and on. But it is Fabio's night here, June 7th. So I wish you the best of luck, sir.
Appreciate it, mate. Thank you.
God bless.